last one?
We may potentially.
All right, well, we'll see how. All right, our next case this afternoon is People of the State of Michigan versus Skylar Hall. This is file 26-14207FH. Appearances, please.
Joanna Carey for the people.
And I'm Jeff Harrison. I'm here on behalf of Ms. Hall. She's joined me at the table.
Thank you. You may take a seat, Ms. Hall. Thank you. All right, we're here today for a pretrial conference, and it looks like the parties have reached a pretrial agreement in today's case.
Yeah.
Ms. Carey, why don't you go ahead and state for me what it is?
It's my understanding the defendant will plead guilty to count 1, possession of cocaine under 25 grams. And there's a sentence agreement for treatment under 7411 if she is eligible. And we both believe that she is eligible.
So there's a Killebrew for 7411.
Correct.
All right.
Thank you for that clarification, Your Honor.
Sure.
That directly comports with my understanding of the agreement as well.
All right. Thank you. All right, Ms. Hall, is that how you wish to resolve this case today?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may remain seated, but please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the information and testimony that you're about to provide shall be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may lower your hand. All right, Ms. Hall, it sounds like there's going to be a resolution of this case with a pretrial agreement. And so we're going to go over some information as well as your rights and so forth. First of all, looking back on December 15th of 2025, were you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Were you on bond pending any felony charge anywhere?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. You are currently charged on this felony information, which is just simply a charging document with a single count. That count is possession of the controlled substance cocaine in an amount less than 25 grams. Now that's a felony punishable by up to 4 years and or up to $25,000. I'm told today you're going to plead guilty to that in exchange for a benefit at your sentence. That benefit is an agreement that you have reached with the prosecutor's office. It doesn't include me yet. That would be a Cobb's agreement. At Cobb's agreements, I could agree right now as to what I was going to do at sentence. I don't do that in case, I don't know, right? As far as I know, you might have 15 identifications and are wanted all over the world. I'm sure that's not true, but you never know. All right, so, but this is a Killebrew agreement, which means at the time of sentencing, I do not go along with it. Then you would have the right to withdraw your plea and come back to the stage of the proceedings. Okay?
Okay.
Now that benefit is that you would be placed upon a period of a deferred sentence called section 7411, which is just a section of the public health code underneath title 333. Now that section says that for people who are eligible after a conviction, they may be placed upon this period, which is a lot like probation. It's actually called a deferral, but in effect, it's a period of probation, which will include terms like not to use or possess controlled substances, which I will always include as recreational marijuana, and random testing, treatment if necessary or recommended by the probation department. But a big one is also not to commit any other criminal offenses. Now, if you're successful during that period of time, which generally for me, I don't know exactly what I'm going to set it for, but it might be 2 years, it might be 3, it might just be a year, I don't know. But for that period, you got, as long as you're compliant, then in the end, you get the benefit. And the benefit is that the charge will be dismissed. Now, if you violate any of those terms or conditions, and I find out, then I could take away that benefit and you'd automatically be guilty and have a conviction on your record. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor. I do.
All right. Now, most people, a lot of people, I'm not going to say your age or even ask your age, but I'm going to highly suspect upon here, you're probably going to do well. If you're under the age of 24, the likelihood of doing something stupid goes up. 25. Anyways, are you over 25?
I'm 27.
All right, good. So that means that you're more than likely to be successful. People who are under that age, under the age of 25, often violate it. All right. cover the terms of the agreement. Now let's talk about, let's see here. Before I go over and say further, I've got this document here that says pretrial agreement consists of 2 pages. And it appears to have your signature on page 2, and I'm holding that up for you. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over the terms of this agreement with Mr. Harrison?
Yes, sir.
And
Your Honor, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry? Oh,
I accidentally
doesn't care.
said, I'm sorry, not honor. My bad.
oh, okay.
He's former military, no response, sir.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
I'll take it.
Okay.
We got it. As long as you don't call me late for supper.
Okay.
All right, so did you go over the case file with Mr. Harrison, the police reports, things like that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has he talked to you about your rights and your options?
Yes.
And he's talked to you about the impact of this plea agreement?
Yes.
Are you satisfied thus far with his representation and his accessibility?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you believe that so far, taking this plea is going to be the best interest for you?
Yes.
Now, I'm also going to hold up this next document that was provided to me by counsel. And signature looks the same. This one at the top says advice of rights. Is that your signature again?
Yes, sir.
Now, did you read through all these rights listed on this page before you signed it?
Yes.
And I never mean for this to sound rude, but do you understand the words that you read?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. And even more importantly, do you understand that if you enter a plea of guilty and I accept that plea, you will be forever waiving these rights as it applies to this particular case?
Yes, sir.
Now, you also will be given up the right to claim that the plea was a result of any promise, threat, or inducement not told to me on the record. Other than the terms of the agreement, have there been any other threats, promises, inducements to force and compel you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you entering the plea of your own free choice?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Harrison has also probably talked about potential sentencing guidelines.
Yes.
Now, they didn't put it on this piece of paper, the one that says plea agreement, but if he has, I want you to note that it's an estimate. We don't know what those guidelines really are because while the attorneys do their best, sometimes, and I'm not saying this is you, sometimes defendants lie to their lawyer. I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes they do, and they forget to tell them about, well, there was that one time I committed a heinous crime in California or whatever. But anyways, all that's whatever he's told you. The key question here is, has anyone promised you what a sentence would be?
No.
All right, so no one's told you what I'm going to do.
No.
Good, because I don't know yet. All right, knowing all that, do you still wish to enter the plea?
Yes.
As to the single count, possession of the controlled substance, cocaine, in an amount less than 25 grams, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Before the court can accept that plea, I'm going to ask you a couple questions that I need you to tell me what you did. So looking back on December 15th of 2025, out in Herring Township, just north of Cadillac, here in Wexford County, what happened? What happened? Did you get stopped, pulled over?
Perhaps I can assist.
Well, let me see. I like doing it.
So
Yeah.
what happened was, I put my car into the ditch.
Oh, okay, yep.
That's what happened was, and, before Peterson's got there, the state police found my car first.
Okay,
So,
and they found some cocaine somewhere on your
Yes.
person or in the car?
in the car, not on me.
Where
in my
was-
vehicle?
Where was it found in the vehicle?
I don't know where it was found in the vehicle.
Okay, so now we're gonna come to the big question. Do you know it was in the vehicle?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, and did you know it was in your area of control at that time?
Yes.
You can say whatever the truth is, and then you and I'll walk through it.
I was, at that time, no, I did not know it was in my vehicle when they called me and when they searched my car.
All
I
right,
will tell you that.
now that's okay. I know that I have lost things before, or I've misplaced them and forgot that they were there. Did you at one time possess it? Yes,
Yes,
and you knew that it was cocaine?
yes,
And did you have in your mind any lawful reason to possess that amount of that cocaine? All right. No one should ever say yes to that question, but sometimes you never know. All right, and while you did not remember was there, did you know at one time you'd had it in the
Yeah.
car or something? Okay. how could you tell it was yours or that you had possessed it?
Well, I don't really know how to answer that question.
It's okay. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions then. Number one, what kind of container was it?
I know it was a green container.
Is that like with a screw cap or like, could you see
It's-
through it?
No, you couldn't see through it.
Okay.
It's like, not like if you were to go into a dispensary and get like a thing of weed, if they don't put it in a bag, they put it in like this, container. And you
Okay,
have to squeeze the sides and it pops open,
okay.
and that's the container it was.
And so it was in that container and you knew it was, obviously was in there at one time, correct?
Yes, at one time I did,
Now,
yes.
here's the key question, one of the key questions. I keep saying this is the key question. There's like 5 of them. There's not one key. Here we go. Because sometimes you might, by the way, this is less than 25 grams, which means it could even be powder. Could you actually see it to know that it was there if you looked at it? Could you see white residue or an amount? Okay.
Yeah, you could see
All
it.
right. For instance, residue might not be visible, and I couldn't accept a plea unless you knew it was still there. All right, thank you. Ms. Carey, you believe the defendant has provided a factual basis.
I do.
Are you aware of any other promises, threats, and inducements?
I'm not.
You believe the court's compliance with scroll 6.302.
Yes.
Mr. Harrison, do you agree with all 3?
I do, sir.
I agree as well. The court finds the defendant's plea today is made freely, knowingly, and voluntarily. The court further finds the testimony provided by the defendant under oath on the record satisfies the required elements of proof. Therefore, the defendant is found guilty of count 1. Any objection to the continuation of bond?
No.
Your bond hereby will continue. Now, that leads me to tell you that when you leave the courtroom, you're going to go all the way downstairs to the Michigan Department of Corrections office, which is also known as the probation and parole office. I assume you know where community corrections is.
Yes, sir.
If you were to be standing at their window, do an about face, take 3 steps forward. Don't take 4, because you probably smack into the other window, but they're right across the hall.
Okay.
Now, they're gonna give you a packet. You're gonna complete that packet and turn it in. You're also going to have an interview with an agent from that office. And when Mr. Harrison gets the report that they're gonna generate, he needs to be able to speak with you. He's also gonna let you know when you need to be back to court. Now, each party has the right to come back to the court prior to sentencing and object to the contents, the scoring, or ask for corrections, or add some information that they forgot. We'll take care of that then. Now, this report, because I know you're probably dying to know what it is, it's called a pre-sentence investigation report. And it's going to tell me and the Department of Corrections the nature of the agreement, the facts of the case, information about you, work history, employment history, prior criminal history, if any, how you've done on probation or bond, and it will also include a recommendation as to the sentence. Please keep in mind that nothing in there that's a recommendation is binding on me, because I make my own decisions. Okay, all right, I make my own decisions, maybe not always at home, but I do so here. All right, any questions about what we have done today, Ms. Hall?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. We'll see you in about 4 to 5 weeks. We do them on Monday mornings.
Sounds good.
Don't forget to go down to their office.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have a great weekend.
Thank you. I hope I do.